A nation divided. In the world of defense procurement, public opinion rarely matters. But in January 2026, the numbers are too big for Ottawa or Washington to ignore. According to a landmark end-of-year EKOS poll, a staggering 72% of Canadians now support incorporating the Saab Gripen into the Royal Canadian Air Force. This isn't just a minor preference, it's a national mandate. Only 13% of Canadians still want an all F-35 future. As Prime Minister Mark Carney's government reviews the $27 billion deal, they are facing a public that has moved on. Why has the mood in Canada shifted so violently against the F-35? Breaking down the 72%. The data reveals a massive regional and partisan split that is paralyzing the Pentagon's plans. The resistance, in Quebec and British Columbia, support for an all F-35 fleet has plummeted to just 9%. The mixed fleet middle, 29% of Canadians are calling for a compromise, taking the first 16 F-35s, but building the remaining 72 Gripens in Canada. The sovereign switch, 43% want to scrap the F-35 entirely for future purchases and switch to Saab. Why the sudden love for Sweden? It's not just about the jet. EKOS President Frank Graves notes that Canadians' perception of the F-35 is now tied directly to their views of the Trump administration. For many, the Gripen isn't just a plane, it's a vote for industrial sovereignty and an exit from U.S. defense ultimatums. The jobs versus stealth debate. The Pentagon is warning that this 72% support is a security risk. They argue that Canadians don't understand the technical superiority of the F-35. And they might be right. Internal D&D reports show the F-35 beat the Gripen by a mile in technical scores. But for the Canadian public, technical scores don't pay the bills. Saab's promise of 12,600 Canadian jobs and a domestic factory has won the PR war. While the Pentagon warns of a NORAD blackout, Canadians are looking at the 50% readiness rate of the F-35 and choosing the plane that actually flies and creates jobs at home. Conclusion: the Carney crossroads. Prime Minister Carney is now trapped between a furious Pentagon and a 72% majority. If he ignores the public, he risks a political wipeout. If he ignores the Pentagon, he risks the NORAD alliance. Sweden has changed everything by winning the hearts of Canadians. Now, Ottawa has to decide. Do we listen to the generals in Washington or the people at home? Let us know in the comments. Should public opinion decide our defense?